Bonjour, et bienvenue à l'Immersion Française. Hello, and welcome to French Immersion in School District 68. 9, 8, 7, 6. French and English are the two official languages of Canada. And here, you will find out a bit more about why French immersion may be the right opportunity for your child.
1 in 5 parents, when they register for kindergarten, are choosing the French immersion option.
That's 20% of kindergartners entering into early French immersion. So what does that look like in the classroom?
The immersion process of learning is very much by osmosis, and by the time a child has gone through a few years in early immersion, voila, they speak French and can't really remember learning.
It was just something that I did, I never really thought about it. I just thought everyone went to French immersion.
This is a grade 2 French immersion class, and the learning environment here is nearly identical to an English stream classroom. The only difference is the written and spoken language.
Students entering early French immersion follow the identical curriculum as those in the regular program, except that French is the language of instruction. In kindergarten and grade 1 and 2, instruction is 100% in French.
Qu'est-ce qui va arriver? Qu'est-ce qui est plus lourd? OK, la moindre décision, Nico, tu vas essayer avec le ballon.
Beginning in grade 3, students receive approximately 1 hour a day of English language arts instruction, and this continues throughout elementary up till grade 7. So 80% French, 20% English.
There are 4 elementary schools in District 68 that offer French immersion. École Hammond Bay, École Pauline Hare, École Cordaway, and École North Oyster School. French immersion students then join together for the secondary program.
When they go on to Nanaimo District Secondary, we talk more about a bilingual program because 4 of their 8 courses are in French and the other 4 in English. So the French courses at the secondary level are Français, Social Studies, Science, and Mathematics.
With such a strong emphasis on the French language, does that mean that French immersion students won't master English as well?
Overall, it doesn't really hurt your English that much. It's a little bit of a transition when you get to grade 10 or 11 and all of a sudden you start taking English science and English math, but it's fairly easy to switch back.
I've taught a lot of the students when they come in grade 8, and it's been interesting to see them as they progress and go through to grade 12. So Jake, for example, was in my grade 8 class, and he's now a grade 12 student. And just seeing how they've developed confidence in themselves, how they've developed their abilities with the language, how they've just matured and grown through this program is in itself a great success.
And that success extends through many friendships as well.
Being in the program's been a really great bonding experience. You have a lot of the same classmates in different classes because it's such a small group of students who are in the immersion program, so you get to know each other really well and really connect and make a lot of friends.
Friendship circles have been pretty tight all throughout high school. I think that there's a really good vibe. A lot of the French kids, they get along together.
So that's kindergarten or grade 1, all the way through to graduation. But there's a second option for entry now, late immersion in grade 6.
10 points ici, 5 points là, dernière partie.
Students who have come through K to 5 in an English regular program and are considering late French immersion need to consider a couple of things. One, you'll be changing schools probably and leaving your social circle at the grade 6 level. You're investing 2 years of rapid second language acquisition, grade 6 and 7, late immersion as a separate program. And then at the grade 8 level, late immersion and early immersion students are blended together. By grade 10 or 11 or 12, you can no longer tell which students were in early immersion or late.
Regardless of which grade level you choose for French immersion entry, there are no costs to you. French immersion is a fully funded public education program.
French immersion is a program that is available to every family. There's no specific profile of the right kind of learner for French immersion. If a child has a good grounding in their own first language, be that English, usually, or say Vietnamese or Spanish, then they are ripe and ripe for the French Immersion Challenge at the kindergarten or grade 1 level.
Est-ce que j'ai des Harry Potters? Qu'est-ce que tu penses? Oui. C'est qui a écrit Harry Potter?
Fast forward to grade 12 and graduation, and the benefits of knowing a second language really begin to stand out.
When students graduate from grade 12, they receive dual bilingual dogwood diplomas. certifying that they have achieved a level of French that we call functional bilingualism.
There's a lot of research on how learning a second language helps with brain development for one thing. Also, I think it opens a lot of opportunities for future employment, post-secondary opportunities.
Lots of schools will ask if you speak English, French, or both, so it's great to be able to mark down both. Also, applying to school now, I'm able to enroll in immersion classes or French classes at the university level.
For instance, you can go to Simon Fraser and continue studying in French. UBC has an immersion program. There are many universities in Eastern Canada that have opportunities for you to continue studying in French.
Which is really great in terms of having a broader selection of courses I'm able to take.
I think they are used to a greater workload, and I think that better prepares them for post-secondary life as well. It is so different from English, and it forces you to think in a different way. French is not just a translation of English, it is its own language, and you really have to master some new concepts that don't really exist in the English language. So it is a real challenge, but one that I think that's quite worthwhile. Once you know French, you can also switch into other languages. So to switch into Spanish is relatively easy from French. So it's a nice language to get you started in other languages.
It's also helped with job applications, being bilingual. Anytime I've applied for a job, they've really appreciated that I can speak French, and I've even used it to communicate with some customers who don't speak English very clearly at my job, and it's been a huge asset.
As in any classroom, a student's success depends partly on their own drive, but with support at home and placement into French immersion, it can be a great opportunity that in turn provides more opportunities.
What I see the French Immersion program is offering students is something that goes beyond the regular curriculum. An opportunity to enrich their experience, an opportunity to learn about what it means to be Canadian, because a huge part of Canada is French speaking.
Most British Columbians don't speak French, and the shoe is very much on the other foot if you have the opportunity ever to travel to Montreal or Quebec City or any rural part of that province.
So that's a brief look at French immersion. Is it the right fit for your child? That's up to you, and you don't have to speak French to be supportive.
There is absolutely no requirement that parents speak French when they put their children into immersion. We say, you take care of the mother tongue at home, do the reading, do the songs and the counting and the games in your language, and leave the French to us at school.
For more information, visit the school district website under programs. Thanks for watching. I'll see you.